Crypto.com Crowcoin holders, we've got another video for you guys. We're going to be talking about the Crowcoin 70 billion unburning proposal that has passed, and we're going to talk about the lack of clarity we've been receiving, but there's light at the end of the tunnel for the Crow fam. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, so we're starting off here on crypto Twitter. Follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say, good morning, day 5, asking crypto.com to make Crowcoin great again. Sentiment on the Cronos chain is at an all-time low with the 70 billion increase proposal being passed. Unfortunately, it's been passed. There's a massive increase of supply that is going to be hitting the market over the next 5 years, but we have no clarity of knowing when this is going to happen. If there is a vesting period, but we don't know where the cliff is going to be. So potentially, immediately right now, we could be seeing a 1.2 billion increase getting put into the circulating supply of Crowcoin, 1.2 billion coins, that is, not dollars, into the circulating supply month over month, or it may be at the end of the 5 years, that's when we start to see that month over month increase in the circulating supply. But regardless, there is officially 70 billion new coins, but we don't really have a lot of clarity here, but there will be an AMA we're going to talk about here shortly. I say, also seeing some Cronos, Crypto.com ambassadors getting accounts suspended for unknown reasons. Cronos came out and I saw them make a post talking about how they said that it's a across the board in the crypto space that a lot of crypto players are getting their accounts suspended. Nobody really knows why. I've seen a few of them, but mainly it's been Cronos ambassadors, which is pretty strange. And I'm not trying to make any assumptions or draw any rash conclusions, but it's when there's all this news about Crypto.com and this burn proposal that is really an unburning. I don't want to call it a burn proposal because it's not that. It's much more bearish. A burn proposal is bullish, but a unburning, a minting of coins is definitely bearish. And it's not a burn proposal. It's a minting proposal, to mint new supply. But seeing ambassadors get their accounts on Twitter suspended, kind of strange. It happened with like 5 accounts in the past couple days. But I say repost this, Crow fam, if we deserve more clarity and confirmation, if we can believe the 2025 roadmap. Because I do say that not to FUD. I hate when people say I'm FUDding, because facts are not FUD, guys. And, you know, I see a lot of people on Twitter coming at me saying, oh, how much does Crypto.com pay you to FUD? And guys, facts are not FUD, and I did not get paid by Crypto.com to FUD, okay? That doesn't even make sense. But I will say we have good news here, okay? We have some good news here. Chris Marszalek, the CEO, is going to be doing an AMA on March 25th at 1 p.m. SGT time. I think that's Singapore something time, but you got to figure out what time zone that works for you. But guys, I say on this, all right, Crow fam, this is an extremely important AMA for Crypto.com and Cronos Labs. You don't know what AMA is, it's Ask Me Anything. I say more importantly for the livelihood of Crowcoin. This is a extremely important AMA, especially how Chris answers these questions. I feel like this is like the Federal Reserve, and Jerome Powell's coming out there and he's going to be saying something the markets are going to be flying around, and this is for Crowcoin, all right? Except if Chris doesn't say the right things, I think that it could really put a nail in the coffin for Crowcoin. And I don't say that lightly because, guys, I still hold a lot of Crow. I do. I don't have nearly as much Crow as I used to hold, but I still hold Crow, okay? I have a few 100,000 Crow. It's very important because I say I'll be asking questions pertaining to clarity on the 70 billion unburned proposal. Ask questions below. I submitted some questions, and I say that you guys should submit questions as well about your concerns. And obviously, ask what you think is important. They let you ask 2 questions. You add your Twitter handle as well. Follow me 333 Blacksea on Twitter, and you can find this right here. Click it, and then it'll have a form, a Google form that you fill out the questions. And I'm really hoping that he's transparent. I really hope that there's an AMA that doesn't have guardrails. That's kind of all we really see with these Crypto.com AMAs. They're very, very. I will say that Kent. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry, Ken. But Ken, he's a lead dev of Cronos Labs. He's done some Twitter spaces. I've had some back and forth with him, and he was very open and talking. I really respect that, and I would love to see an AMA with the CEO of Crypto.com in that manner. And I know there needs to be some moderation. You can't have a lot of crazy people coming in there and just freaking out basically because they don't understand and they're not well versed in the crypto space. But I would like to see an AMA with a little bit more. It doesn't have guardrails, guys. No guardrails. No corporate BS. No guardrails. Just maybe a little bit of moderation, but no guardrails. And back to this FUDing, I say, for those saying I'm getting paid to FUD Crow on crypto.com, just realize I still hold a few 100,000 Crow, as well as I have made Cronos videos content for the past 3 years, guys. And really what I'm doing, I say I'm currently shooting holes in the floor of the sinking ship that I'm still standing on, okay? So just realize that. I'm FUDing my own bags, but guys, it's not FUD. It's not FUD. It's facts. And I keep saying this. I would be doing a disservice to you guys if I was just being a moon boy, if I wasn't telling you guys what's on my mind, because I need to be transparent. And this is bearish on the surface level. It is bearish. I don't care what anybody says. This is bearish on the surface level. And that's why we need the clarity. And that's why this AMA is a make or break moment for crypto.com and Crowcoin, guys. This can either make Crowcoin great again, or it can put a nail in its coffin and put it 6 feet under and turn into a zombie chain. And I really hope that it's the first one. I really hope it makes Crowcoin great again. When you look at Crowcoin right now, still pegged to that 0.0830 cent level. We've been here for a while now. Let's measure this out. We've been trading in this region, probably even further back than that. Been trading in this region for talking about a month being at this level. And this level is a magnet. When you're above it, it goes up. When you're below it, it goes down. It's as simple as that. And you do a lot of this snaky price action on it. If you zoom out, you can see we spent a lot of time here, guys. There's a lot of tests of this level. It's an important price level. It's an important price level. But guys, today there was some bullish news. If you're watching this and you're not a member, then yesterday, the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, came out and he was dovish, talked about pivoting to quantitative easing by April 1st. Okay, quantitative tightening is slowing. It's very good for risk-on assets. It's very good for crypto. So I do expect some sort of relief here soon. And if Chris says the right things in the AMA on the 25th, maybe we are getting set up for a larger move here. So let's pay attention to that. But in the short term, guys, I am shorting a lot of altcoins. I'm not shorting Crowcoin, okay? Just for you guys out there that are going to say, Blacksea's FUDing because he's short. No, I'm shorting other altcoins, definitely, and I'm taking profits out of there, and I'm buying Bitcoin. If you guys want to take advantage of this volatility, check out in the description box below or the pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin, as well as a $5.6 million prize pool. There's a trading competition. If you sign up using my link, you become a part of my team. The more trading volume we do, the more rewards we get. So check that out. And you look at Cronos right now, we're sitting at rank 42, down 3.61% in the past 7 days. Get a little bit of some juice today in the past 24 hours because of the FOMC meeting. Very rare to see the Fed create a green market. Very rare to see that. But guys, I think people are really dying for the Fed to pivot, and I think that it's overdue. I think we should have pivoted a while ago to quantitative easing and more rate cuts. We're looking at a $2.13 billion market cap. All-time high this cycle was about a $5 billion market cap at about 20-cent price level. And Bitcoin, bearish. I'm sorry, it's just bearish. It's going to take a little bit of time before we reverse out of this. I think that we have to see a couple more weeks here of sideways price action. I keep drawing the comparison to back here. In 2021, we had our first peak here, the previous bull market. We broke down, and we had to chop around for a while. We had to see the volume dry up before we could see our next move to the upside. I think that's a very, very similar thing that's going to happen here. Seeing a V shape out of this, like I'm talking, like if people are calling for, like 100K Bitcoin in the next week or so, I would challenge. Yes, I know Bitcoin can do crazy, crazy price moves, but this is a local top, guys. I don't expect that to happen. I think we need to trade sideways and maybe, just maybe, even come and test $73,000, this blue line right here. I think that's very, very probable, or at least coming close to it before we see a move to the upside. But guys, seeing the Fed pivot, that's a big deal. I've been saying for a while, let me rephrase this. All right, so this is a local top, okay? The only way this becomes not the macro cycle top is if in the next 200 days, the Fed pivots, the global trade war simmers down, the market starts to digest that, we see a bid on the S&P 500, and guys, guess what? We're starting to see a little bit of clarity on this Fed pivot. It's bullish, so I think that there's more and more stake going into the probability that we do potentially have another move to the upside by the end of 2025. I'm still leaning that October 2025, guys. That is kind of the end all be all, if you will, for this cycle. Make sure it could go like a little bit beyond that, maybe, depending on when we start this move to the upside. If we do get that move to the upside. But regardless, we're starting to see good signs. The Fed is pivoting. It's a good thing. Look at the total crypto market cap right now, trading at about $2.41 trillion. We came down here, tested, being below this level. This is so crazy, guys. Like, we haven't seen this before in any cycle. Testing this level down here. We got to be patient, guys. We got to be patient. I think that being below $3 trillion is bearish. Once we break above it, that's when I would start to say, okay, we can look at testing of new all-time highs. But right now, we're consolidating. I expect relief. Maybe we come and test $3 trillion and break down. I think that's possible. But guys, there's a lot that can happen. This market, the past 4 years, there was a lot of certainty in the traditional market. There wasn't big changes in the economy, and now after the 4 years, we're in a space where there's a lot of change happening really, really fast. So people are not conditioned to it, but they will be. It just will take time. And once the market gets conditioned to it, then, in my opinion, we could be off to the races. But guys, if you like this type of content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Follow me, 333 Blacksea on Instagram and Twitter, and check out that Blowfin link down below. That's all I got, guys. And please, submit your questions to that AMA form for Chris Marszalek. I think it's very, very important right now, if you're a Crocoin bull, that you reach out and you submit your questions. It's more important now than ever, in my opinion. But that's all I got. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.